his stick knocked away. Back to the point for Stevens, a shot. And a kick saved by Hextall. Now Gustafson, cross-check to the ice by Poulin, nothing called.
Watch this play, though. This is something you'll see from no other team. Look at Dave Poulin. When he gets the puck, watch him give it to the goaltender to clear. Now watch it right here. Hextall will bat it free. Now Poulin gets it. He hands it to Hextall, and Hextall is the man who clears it. You've never seen it in hockey before, and there's no other team in the league that does it.
Glove, but not able to grasp. And now Sutter and Hatcher start to swing sticks right back with the Washington blue line. Here's Prop. Tim Kerr is on the ice for the Flyers. Over to Eklund. Back to the blue line now for Howe. Howe winding up now, sends it to the side of the net, and the Flyers score. Prop. Kerr is planted in front of the net. Crossman over to Huber, back to Crossman, now to Eklund. Oh, and Murphy is high sticked in the face by Kerr. Kerr spins around and swings the stick right into Murphy's face and flattens him.
The attention on the ice focused on this man. Greg Adams and Dave Brown lining up with each other. Brown making a couple gestures at different capitals. Let's see if anything shakes loose out of this.
He was tapping his stick on the ice right in front of Dave Hunter, as almost to say, cross this line. Here's Hextall putting it behind the goal. Hunter goes to the corner. Brown comes in and really roughs up Hunter. Adams is right there with him. Now Hunter's stick is pulled away. Brown has dropped his stick. The whistle blows. Huber steps in there. And Brown clearly wants to get something going with either Hunter or Adams, and I don't think he's going to be particular at this point. Scott Stevens walks in and wants to say something about it now, and Stevens is being hugged. Brown is being pulled out of the play. And there's the close-up of Derek Smith and Scott Stevens as they finally break it up.
You see Dale Hunter holding on to the stick of Mark Howe. Then as the action gets into the corner, in comes Adams on Sutter. Now watch, right from behind will come Dave Brown. Just takes a run and doesn't care what's going on. Throws a couple punches. Adams is in there. Now Hunter drops the stick and comes back into Dave Brown, and out of all that has come 2-minute minor penalties to Hunter and Brown for roughing.
Here comes Mellenby in. He shoots. Peters makes an arm save and scrambles and covers up. And Scott Stevens flattens Mellenby, standing over him now on the backboards, and the Flyers take exception to that.
I guess the rule of thumb tonight, you can get away with a cross-check when you're down a man, but not at even strength. Mellenby gets a step on the defenseman. Smith, great save by Peters, and then Scott Stevens cleans house with a cross-check that is going to get called by Don Koharski.
Both clubs at full strength to start period number 2. Here's Ron Sutter to dig it out. Flips it in front. Wrist shot. Goal by Howe.
The assist. Ron Sutter, Derek Smith.
Ron Sutter and Derek Smith get the assist. And now Hunter of the Capitals is all tied up right alongside the Washington players bench. But behind him, there's action going on with Crossman and Adams. Hatcher has a pretty firm grip on Nackbauer. And finally being separated from the whole pile is Murray Craven. Murphy gives it up at the blue line, but recovers and sends it to Bobby Gould. He knocks it down with a high stick, and when he takes possession again, the whistle blows. And now the Flyers want to charge in and rough up Bobby Gould.
What's the point of that? I mean, Bobby Gould's not even in the play, hasn't even touched anybody, and yet Derek Smith's got to come in and do something. Koharski's got to step in this situation, Mike, and do it on both sides if that's what it takes, but we're going to be here all night if he continues to allow people away from the play without any provocation to come in and get something like that started. That's ridiculous.
Back to the point, Scott Stevens in on the left wing side. Pavanka tries to keep it in, but now Stevens goes in and wants a piece of Shell Samuelson, and there are going to be penalties here. Now Kerr and Stevens wind up talking it over. Scott Stevens is on his way to the box. Samuelson wants to come after Stevens, and Stevens is upset with Don Koharski. Looks like there's going to be a Philadelphia penalty, too, and Samuelson also goes in to take a seat.
There were going to be penalties of both Stevens and Samuelson for slashing, but what Scott Stevens did was he started in towards Sale Samuelson.
Nor Ed Kastelik, nor Lou Francischetti trying to rest Langway for the playoffs. Here's Mike Ridley. Takes it free. Stevens has got the stick swinging now, going with Sutter back inside the Washington zone, and Ron Finn in there to hurry to try and pull them apart. And there will be minor penalties. Now Dave Brown steps in and has something to say, and he's getting a warning from Don Koharski. And the Flyers come out. Dave Brown taps it ahead for Ron Sutter, and Sutter press sideboards now by the Capitals' Scott Stevens. Call was made offside, and now Stevens has dropped the goal and is reaching in after Dave Brown. Now Stevens grabbed from behind by Sutter, and he's held by Ron Sutter. No real punches thrown between Sutter and Stevens, or Stevens and Brown. Now Corvo and Samuelson might be next. Brown has Gustafson holding him from behind. The linesmen get in there and try to pull everybody apart. But they've got a couple of groups that are congregating here, and Stevens and Sutter are the players who they're going to lead to the penalty boxes.
And we've admired Scott Stevens' cool the entire year, but enough is enough. He's got to go in a situation like this. Sutter has been hounding him all night long, and it does no good at any point really to turn the cheek completely, because then you just get taken out of the things that you normally do. You'll be able to get away with all the cheap shots you've gotten. Again, it's a clean hit once more by Scott Stevens. Now, watch it again. The shoulder is down, the elbow tucked in. He hits him clean. Back comes Sutter up. At that point, just drop the gloves and get rid of Ron Sutter.
But the reason Sutter's upset is the play had already been called offside, and it was after the whistle. They don't like Stevens coming in there trying to relay any type of message after the whistle's already blown. And Gustafson leans in to work the draw against Murray Craven. Gus beats him. Galley comes in from the point. Puts it in the corner. Now throws to the side of the net. A shot and a goal. A go in right off the back of the goaltender, Hextall. And boy, is he going to be sour about that. Sutter and Stevens swing sticks behind the play. The centering pass. Knocked down from Gould. Galley. A shot and a goal. Gary Galley. His second of the game. And he ties this one up at 2-2. Prop to center. Dumps it into the Washington zone. In the corner goes Murphy. Murphy battered against the boards now and takes a swing at Poulin. The whistle has blown and play has stopped with 6 seconds left on the clock.
And keep it there, but I just was really wondering if in the last game of the season we would see something unorthodox. Now see, you've noticed that you see Ron Finn was in there. He'd had the hand up. This is where Poulin was trying to finish things off before that whistle blew.